first point on this slide is the critical one, that this will indeed result in broad-scale ecological and social change to the benefit of the environment and ultimately to all of us sharing this wonderful biosphere we call Earth. Next, the key findings with regards to the region, subregion, and site selections are that the complexity of the site selection was fully recognized by the reviewers. Transparency here is particularly important to be able to demonstrate the rationale for the choices, which inevitably must factor in a host of criteria that includes the goals of achieving ecological preservation and improvement, site feasibility, multi-site coherence, and consideration of the farm and farmer reality. What levels of equity exist on the farms? How experienced is the farmer? What is the scale of operation and its profitability? And all of this has to be adjusted based on whether the program is over or under subscribed. With regards to building farmer trust in ESI, few people like bureaucracy and paperwork, so the program must be well understood by the farmer in order to garner support for the changes in addition to their farm management practices that will be required. Direct relationships have played a significant and important role in the evolution of the project to date. As the program expands and institutionalizes, it will have to be structured so as to build and maintain the trust of the farmers involved. This can be achieved in part through good communication and transparency, through acknowledging the expertise of the farmers and enabling them to have input into what the program looks like on their farm and more broadly. For some farming sectors, such as those in supply management, it will be important to be able to communicate the other benefits of the program, such as the opportunity to network and exchange information with their program peers, perhaps the option to distinguish their products in the marketplace, and recognition of their role as stewards. The cultural shift key findings were that care for the ecosystems in which farming happens is built into the principles that underlie organic practices. No, that wasn't a finding. I'm stating that care for ecosystems in which farming happens is built into the principles that underlie organic practices. Ultimately, the goal of this program is to make beneficial management practices that conserve and improve the landscape as widely practiced as possible. To expand this approach, clear, concise, and consistent communications, as has already been said, needs to be disseminated through farmer organizations. The rigor and credibility of the program will need to be communicated and consistently demonstrated. This is not just another flaky program dreamt up by a bunch of urbanites who did not understand the reality of farming. Recognizing and honoring the stewardship values of many farmers will help, as will farmer champions of the program. With regards to local government, any of us who work directly with local government know well that they have long felt pretty overwhelmed by all the demands placed upon them. They're also very sensitive to anything that looks like it would increase the tax burden on their voters. So it is important to convey to them that this program will, in fact, help them to achieve some of their goals. It's not just a direct payout to the individual farmers and will be beneficial to the broader community. Offering a program that eases tensions between conservation and development is also a clear win for local government in a world where compromise has to be part of their daily practice. Overall, the results of this review were very positive, with high support for the program and a suite of recommendations that were the result of careful review and deliberation. An indicator of the enthusiasm of the reviewers is the fact that despite a significant demand on their time and expertise, several have indicated that they would like to remain connected to the project and continue to make their expertise available. They did a wonderful job in a very short space of time, and I really want to thank the 7 reviewers for all the incredible content that they provided to support this initiative. And thank you, Dave, for getting me involved.